and welcome back to Eternal Arts Kung Fu class. Today we are working on more Saber. All right, we're gonna get to some chopping. So far, all we've done is hold the Saber, get into position, and then stab, which is actually pretty cool. That's a lot more than what other people get to do with a sword. So you're already part of the new group of people who've already done more than what most people have done with a sword. That's awesome. But we want to continue your education. We want you to become a Saber master. So how do you become a master in Saber? You learn a new technique, and then you refine it. So let's get one of the most common techniques out of the way, what I call the X-cut. Not X-Men, even though I love X-Men, but the X-cut. Now, the X-cut is one of the most famous cuts in all Saber. Every style has it in a way. Whenever you have a Saber, they have some way of doing an X cut. It can be big, it can be kung fu-y, it can be European. I don't know if that was European. I don't know European Saber. But as you know, it shares a common factor. We make the X, right? Not the Z, no Zoro. That's the other weapon. But we make the X, right? So how do we make the X with the Saber? This guy's probably going to get hit a few times, so I'm going to go ahead and apologize for any mic issues right off the bat, because we are going to do some rapping. So Sifu Tex, how do we do this famous X cut that you keep talking about? What are you talking about? Let's do the famous X cut. Stop talking. Let's do some Kung Fu. Sorry, I had to say that for myself. All right, so we're going to take the sword in one hand. Our left hand, we're going to put it at our right shoulder. Now, we're going to go around our head, just like our ready position, down and forward. This is where we're going to be starting today, not in the cat stance, but in a standing ready position. The first thing I'm going to do is pull my hand in here. Now from here, I'm going to wrap my belly with the Saber. As I wrap, I bring the hand all the way around here and around my shoulder. Now as I go around my shoulder, I raise all the way up above my head here, and I turn my sword out. So now, when I went around, the Saber goes around here and reaches up. Now, I'm in a prime cutting position to start my X cut. But before I cut, this hand's gonna slap out, down, and back to clear the room. Now, once it's clear, it's gonna start raising up to the side here as this hand cuts out. Then at the last second, flick to the waist. And this hand flicks up. Here. Let's do that part one more time. So I'm going to start from ready positioning standing. Hand comes in. We wrap around the belly, wrap around the left shoulder, wrap around the head and reach up. We turn and, or don't turn, but slap the leg. Hands alternate, cut, and left hand up above the head. One more time, I'm going to go sideways so you can see it from this angle. Hand comes in, I wrap. Around the shoulder, around the head, I slap and chop. God, what do we do from here? Because that's not enough. Now we're in a weird spot. I thought this was an X cut, not just a line cut, diagonal cut. Let's do the X cut. So now, next thing is I'm going to turn the blade just a little bit. Let me show you from this here. I'm going to turn it up this way. So that way I can bring it across my body here, in front, here. So then when I do that, I'm going to bring this hand back this way. Make sure you wait to this sword. You don't want to go here, right? So you wait for this to clear here. And then once it's in front here, when it's in front here, you're going to bring it all the way back, flick. The left hand is going to come in here, back to ready. So it comes up, down. Then this is going to go back around the head, down, and forward. Wow, that was confusing. How the heck did you get there? Let's do it again. All right, let's do that one more time. We're going to take the sword, put it at our hip here on the side like we first did our first X cut. First diagonal cut, first X cut, whatever it's called. Now I'm going to turn, let the blade come out here. Cut. As I cut, I reach out just a little bit at the last second. On that last second, I'm going to flick my wrist here. I come back, flick. When I flick, the sword comes over here, right? So when I flick, and go here, boom, left hand comes in. Now it's going to be the opposite of the right hand. Up, it circles around, pulls down, clean the blade, and forward. So I'm going to show you once a little faster this way, maybe just more smoother. Around, 1, 2, forward. Let me go backwards. Hand in, wrap the belly, lift up around the shoulder, slap and chop at a diagonal. Raise the blade, chop at a diagonal, both hands come in, around the neck, down, clean the blade forward. Now let's go this way. Hand comes in, I wrap around the belly, lift the sword up, slap, chop 45 degrees. Then I'm going to cut again 45 here, around, pull the hand up, around the neck, and clean the sword. All right, I'm going to show you a couple times a little faster. So, going forward. That was wrong. That was a different variation. I don't want to show you that variation yet. Let me do it again. This is an X cut, not a T cut. Well, you are well on your way to becoming a Saber master. With the X cut, this is going to take you such a long way. Now, I really want you to practice and get this nice and refined. Do not rush it, because if you rush it, you'll hit things behind you, you'll hit things around you. We really want to make this cut a full-on X here. When you start going sideways, that turns into a different technique for different areas. We're attacking across the body forward here, going here, which you can go at an angle for slicing motions. This is okay, but it's different and coming up soon. All right, stand straight. I'll see you in the next Saber class. I hope you had fun. We're going to get so much more done. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Don't leave me hanging. Come on. I know you can do it. It really helps me. And, if you don't do it, oh well. I love you anyway. All right, stand straight. I'll see you in the next class.